Just when I thought things was looking a little bit good, here comes the bullshit. I mean, damn, it wasn't even, 24 hours. I tried to give y'all president a little bit of credit. Just to find out that, now granted that this ain't all on him. That's why I say it's important to vote for your senators in addition to the president. Because this darn old Mitch McConnell and this last minute bullshit, because I can't even really put this on Trump. But it doesn't help that Trump was pushing more for the corporations during this darn old coronavirus than the actual people. But I gave him his credit for the $1,200, and I was thinking that they didn't have time to even go through the honey. Why did I say that for? Honey, turns out not only did they have time to go through the logistics of it, but not everybody is getting the $1,200, which is not even that much as it is. Like $1,200 was just enough for some people that help us stay somewhat afloat. I can't even imagine if you live in a state where like in the north, like in the south, $1,200 with me with another roommate, we can make that work. But if you're in New York, somewhere where a 800 square foot apartment costs $1,500, I don't know how y'all survive on that shit right there. I don't know how you gonna survive on that. New Jersey, San Francisco, California. Honey, I don't know how that shit gonna go. But in North Carolina, $1,200 could have did a little something. Until I found out that they going off the 2018 tax returns. I said, dang. I got to think about shit. What was I doing back in 2018? Honey, I might be closer to that $800 range than the $1,200 if we going based off of my 2018 tax return. I said, damn. I just knew that they was going based off of the 2000. But then I said, how they going to know about my 2019? I ain't filed yet. Well, granted, which is why I ran on ahead and filed today, honey. So while I had time up in this house, since all the stores and shit darn gone, I want to try to go back to the stores again tomorrow to see, especially since I got a little bit of cash, I'm going to go and try to get me some food. Since they talking about possible darn on martial law and shit. Now, I hope the girl was lying. She wasn't lying. She got the email, but I hope the email was a lie. Talking about we might be putting martial law down. I don't think it's going to go that far with North Carolina. But, honey, the way that they emptying these shelves, like, I just finally got some gloves today. It took me to going back to the Family Dollar to finally get some damn gloves. Not even my normal day black, but hell, my clients ain't studying the gloves like that. Long as it ain't nothing, because it was like the only thing they had was the dishwasher gloves. I'm like, now, bitch, we can make some different gloves work, but bitch, I ain't about to be wet. No, that's just too tacky. I go ahead and just use the dishwasher gloves I had. No. Now, granted, that would still be better than what some of these other Estes doing. Like, I don't know how you working on people and you darn working on them barehanded. Y'all ain't about to catch me working on nobody darn barehanded. Hell to the no. So I finally got me some black gloves. Thank goodness they were just $5. I think it's only 50 of them, but that's enough to make it last. But these are Amazon price gouging. 30 gloves for like $30. What the fuck? And I'm talking about just the regular gloves. The regular powderless. I hope these are powderless as well, because once again, y'all know I suffer from atopic dermatitis and, aka eczema, and my body just reacts terrible to the powder in the glove side. That's another reason why it's also been hard for me, because Amazon has the regular gloves, the powder at decent prices, but when you get to the powderless, all of a sudden you want to jump up to $40, $50 for a 30-pack of gloves. Like, really? Really? And then, with this darn bailout, honey, they said that the self-employed people are included, but honey, that don't really include us beauticians, especially us beauticians who are only operating by our lonesomes. Even if you are fortunate enough to have a place and 2 or 3, how many y'all making $8,500 to $10,000 a month, that would, because you still have to meet those requirements for the loans. So it's like, it ain't looking good for the beauty industry like that. Especially if they force us, and you know, we got this the curfews and shit. They might get stricter. And like I said, couldn't come at a worse time. Came at a time where obviously I can't go out on the house search. Then I threw a monkey in a wrench with my readjustment income. Then we thought we was going to get this $1,200 on April the 16th, which they said is April the 6th, and then the second payouts will be May 18th. Honey, but turns out I might be on the lower end of the special, because the way they talking about if you made only this, that, and the third, it's up to $1,200. So I'm looking like I might be in around the $600 to the $800 range, which ain't nothing. I mean, granted, I'll survive. Thank God I have a little bit of savings, but bitch. And then, of course, my tax returns, I thought I was going to have to defer that out because I thought I owed taxes. Thank goodness I don't owe taxes, but it's like, bitch don't got no children, so yeah, I got a little piece of refund, but that bitch ain't even $200. But I'm just glad, you know, at least on the tax refund side that I did, because I just knew that a bitch owed taxes. Because I ain't never wanted to really get no refunds like that anyways. But I thought I owed some taxes. Honey, I was just happy when they told me a bitch did not owe taxes. So by the time you deduct the fees and shit out, honey, that shit went out from like close to $400 to just barely at $200. So did that. So I guess I look forward to that little piece of money to come in the next 6 weeks. That's my cable. Honey, I guess I won't ever have to worry about the cable going off during these 2 months. I got the cable bill for this month. And then next month, the darn gonna tax return, or darn gonna pay the next month cable bill. So, you know, when they do lift this coronavirus thing, I don't have to worry about, you know, my cable being in peril. Because for everybody right now who is already 2 months behind, and they just coasting this out, honey, best believe I told you on day 61, they're going to remotely hit that button and all your shit's off. The cable's off. Or if you pay the cable bill, honey, I don't understand bitches who pay the cable before the light bill. It's like, honey, set your priorities right. Honey, that cable bill darn on might be off, but then it's like, bitch, lights off. Turn the lights out. Like Beyonce said, honey, that's a darn old sweet dream on an ugly nightmare, bitch. And anyway, I don't wanna be you. Honey, I don't wanna be you right now. Honey, it sucks to be all of us right now across the motherfucking world. Honey, especially us beauticians. Like I said, what is we going to do? People don't want to come out. It's like, and then it's like, it's getting warmer early. It's 80 degrees in North Carolina. I had to turn on AC. This is waxing weather. But darn all people is in the house under quarantine. This just a mess. This shit's a mess. And like I said, to find out that there's a monkey in the rich with this the little bit of stimulus that we're supposed to have. Democrats had their proposals. Republicans had theirs. Both of them. It's just, one proposal, because I had time to look into it. So, one person proposed a tax rebate. I was like, okay, that's good as far as the long-term economic for the honey. That would have really worked wonders. A $500 tax credit throughout the duration of this. If you made it last throughout the whole year, $4,500. Oh, and here's another thing. I was wondering if Donald Trump was going to reverse that and it looked like he did. Because this is what gets me. Y'all know a girl is dirty. Huh? Girl don't got no insurance like that. Don't y'all judge me. Don't y'all judge me. I'm going to get the insurance back. Uh, but hell, I've been riding without insurance for the past, years and change now. Because I've always had jobs that I was had, but then it's like, I need them. But I just knew I was going to get that $2,000 pick for whatever reason. I did not get hit with that $2,000. Thank goodness. But I wonder if Donald Trump hurt. Now that's one thing I would be happy if Donald Trump, while he's reversing everything of Obama's, honey, one thing that would be good is that $2,000 motherfucking penalty for not being a shooter. Honey, especially during this darn economic hardship. It's like, bitch, waive that $2,000 penalty. But fortunately, I didn't have to deal with that darn fine. Thank goodness. Woo! Child. But, yeah. Didn't have to deal with the $2,000 fine. Actually got me a little change to pay the cable next month. But it's like, honey, this supposed to be my year to thrive. Not just they're going to barely survive. It's like, I'm glad that I don't have to worry about being homeless. I'm glad I don't have to worry about the lights or cable. Food, we in limbo. We about to see what this food situation is looking like tomorrow. Or otherwise, I'm going to be junk fooding it out for the next 2 weeks. But it's like a bitch trying to get some hearty fruits and vegetables in the diet. And I'm down to like a couple of darn avocados, a pineapple. And that's it. I don't got no more bananas. I don't got no more kiwi. Like, I hope the darn store actually has some fruits. And considering that I'm in a dominant black town, I'm hoping that, I might get some, because everybody's stocking up on the soups and shit. The little Debbie cakes and the breads. So hopefully, since they ain't thinking well around it, your girl might darn gonna look up and get some fruits. Shit. Y'all darn gonna getting all them darn chemical-based foods and shit. And I understand that, you got to stop, but it's like, the power is not out. Why is we getting food like it's a hurricane or something? Like, I understand getting the canned goods and stuff in boat as if it's a hurricane, but it's like, honey, we just why isn't people stocking up on fruit? But let me not say that, bitch. Let me come back and say that after I get mine. Because it be my damn look, I go to the store, and then all the damn fruits and shit's gone. It's bad enough with the imports and shit. They might not be restocked, and then, the fruits expired, they have to toss them out. And then they can't give it to the darn churches, because you can't even gather at the church no more. So there goes the darn food banks. Like I said, this is just a very darn tumultuous darn time in our damn country. But hopefully tomorrow, I'm able to get me some dang fruits and shit. Yeah, ride this on out. Good on my toilet papers. But yeah, that's my update. Like I said, I don't know how we're going to get through this. I don't know. And then it's like, do I go back to the online? I've actually gotten to the point where I didn't want to go back to online work, but it looks like that's where I'm going to have to go. But that means I'm going to have to come out some money and then get me a damn desktop. That's why I've really been dragging my feet on where I want to do this work from home, because it's like, I have to go ahead and kick out that money to get, because I can't do it from this, because y'all know I got a 15-inch laptop, and most of them either want you to have dual monitors or at least a monitor that's above, 19 inches. So I'm thinking, should I just go ahead and bite the bullet and get me a 22-inch monitor? Or should I wait the storm and go back to my passion, since I now got the notification that we have officially basically been let go from our jobs at the schoolhouse? They're trying to relocate some of us to the hospital. Obviously, your girl don't qualify for that, because it's like I'm high risk. Why put me at a location where I would be the most susceptible to darn catching something? Especially, and I mentioned this in the last video about how, since there's no regular visitors and stuff there, there's only going to be basically sick people at the hospital and the staff. It's like, well, the chances increase exponentially of me darn running into somebody who's popping. Hell no. So it's like, do I weather the storm and try to ease my way back into my aesthetics. And do freelance for the time being. Because that's the only thing I can do, because I don't even know who, because I can't even really go out and, see about no darn boo friend. And because of, like, him with this damn distance and shit. That's why I say this don't put a darn monkey to, just when I started narrowing down locations and shit. Like, I've had everything in order. Like, I have a darn page set out where, okay, I'm about to go ahead. I had a date set to meet this darn spa place and all this, that, and the third. And then at this one, had a couple houses to go see. And then the car was going to be last. Car was going to be learned on last. And then all this shit just happened. Damn shit. But I ain't going to let it get me down, y'all. I'm just going to go ahead and catch up on the soap operas. Y'all know I'm still sick. I know y'all's like, Juan, how in the hell you still 6 months? Because I was always working. Now that I'm out, I guess I finally had time to catch up on General Hospital. I'm way back in September where old boy just broke out of prison. Now I thought darn the reporter, Heinrich Faison, honey, done put out a hit on him. I don't know what went wrong where not only the hit didn't go through, but darn left Bobby, honey, on the side of the road. Of all people for him to darn ran into poor darn nurse Bobby, and now Bobby looking like on the preview of the next episode screaming out for darn help. Honey, daughter can't help you. She darn 8 months pregnant, high risk. Better darn contact your darn mobster son-in-law, Sonny Corinthos, honey. But yeah, that's how far behind I am on General Hospital. And then darn Days of Our Lives, they still searching for darn Vivian Alame. Now, with all the previews and shit that I've seen on Soap Opera Digest, I've already know what's going to happen in the future. Like, at some point, it supposed to fast forward a year. Darn Hope's alter ego's alive. And then at the schoolhouse, damn, spoiler alert. Darn I'm hearing through I'm like, who the hell watching Days of Our Lives at the motherfucking schoolhouse? It ain't nothing but students in here. I was like, now, Juan, maybe they thought about bitches like you because, hell, you 27 and you watch the Days of Our Lives. Honey, I done found that Stefano DiMero took over darn what's his name? Patchy. I can't think of his actual name, but the one with the patch. He does. Here comes the soap opera with their bullshit. They took over the mind, transfer Stefano DiMero's mind into the doctor's husband, who's supposed to be the PI. Really? Okay. Then we get news that Sonny and Will is got the boot. And that's going to be way in September. Galen Gary is out, who is Ray Hernandez on the show, who I actually got, is what brought me over there, was him and Leslie Hartley, because that's when Passions went off. And I acclimated myself over the Days of Our Lives around 2010. 2010-ish is when I started watching Days of Our Lives for all the way back when the black sister was alive. That was married to A. So yeah, I've been a long time so fan, honey. Ever since 1999, I done went from Passions, One Life to Live, All Mature Simultaneously, to then Days of Our Lives, General Hospital, and I've been riding with those two ever since. So it's been 10 years with Days, and about 8 years with General Hospital. I peeked in on it a little bit in 2009 and 10. Fell out where it came back to it in about 2012. And been steady with General Hospital ever since with 2012 on and so forth. So, yeah, I guess I'll be binge watching. What y'all been binge watching, honey? We might as well share. We ain't got nothing else to damn do. Darn I'm gonna be watching the soaps, watching the darn Hulu, the shit I forgot the darn cancel my showtime. That shit billed me for another $10. I only got the shit for the doggone Monique special. I know I already watched it 2-3 times. But I done found a couple other shows on there. I done finally seen the Best of Enemies with Taraji P. Henson, and that was an actual good movie. Based right here in North Kakalaki. I ain't know about Miss Am. Don't try to judge me, but I ain't know about Miss Am Water with the integration and all that right here in Durham, North Carolina. Come on through, Am Water. Gonna turn the Klansmen out. Who would have, spoiler alert, if you didn't see it, fast forward to this. But who would have known that the darn fool, and he was never a hardcore Klansman. He was more like racist soft. That's the perfect example of racist soft right there, where he's not the one that would necessarily chase a black person down the street, but he was with the darn get down. Like, he was that racially complicit and enforced certain stuff. Like, he went out his way to, create division and animosity, and was even educating the Klan and all that, rised up to the Grand Wizard and everything. All for Am Water to darn rub off on him and, help this child get a special room at the place, because he couldn't afford it, because once again, here comes the classism in America along with racism. Not everybody who's racist, who's a Klansman, had the money. And it took the black darn nigga, honey, to actually do something that your darn high dollar Klansmen who had the money and the influence. Now here you is friends with darn people running for governor and shit, running for re-election, and you telling me you couldn't get a solid from any of them to help your child out? It took the darn nigga, honey. Child. That was an interesting movie right there with Taraji. And matter of fact, that's the best I've ever seen Taraji act. I think that was even better than when she acted as the astronaut. Yeah, when she played in the movie Hidden Figures. I'm glad to see Taraji getting out of those stereotypical ghetto roles, and she not being typecast. I seen it a little bit when she played where she had to go to, and that was based off of a biography. Honey, Taraji does the hell out of some biographies, bitch. Honey, I ain't seen Acrimony. I get to see that this weekend. But I'm glad to see this bitch diversify on the road, because for the longest, she was that actress that was basically playing a heightened version of what she is in real life, like Empire. Honey, she just playing a rich version of herself. Her mannerisms, her personality, everything is very much cookie. But she just darn rich on the show. Well, more rich than she is now. She's worth, 10-12 million in real life, but Cookie is supposed to be worth like $100+ million. That's the only damn difference with the Lions. All of them are the exact same in real life. Well, except for Andre. Andre is the only one where I actually see some decent acting. Other than that, all of them are basically playing versions of their damn selves. Lucius, Hakeem, even everybody else, Becky, everybody's just playing a heightened version of their damn selves. Only acting I see really on this damn show is from darn Hakeem. I mean, not Hakeem, but Andre. But that damn Taraji with darn that movie, The Best of Enemies, honey, that got me. From the darn wife coming to the house with a peace offering, to him passing the darn vote for to desegregate schools. I didn't see that shit come. And then the ending with the darn gas station. They tried to set his gas station on fire and everything. And honey, he ended up getting that darn black business at the end. That's probably more than what he was making before then. Once again, you had all that shit to say about black folks. And then black folks turned out to probably be your best sellers when it came to your darn business. Because the ones who you was darn riding with in the nation of white power, honey, they always kept your ass broke and poor and just still struggling. Your darn child was darn having to share a room, going more out of his mind than what he already was. And it took the power of a black melanated sister that turned your whole life around. And didn't have to get with that. And I'm glad they didn't go with that. But then again, this is based off of a real life event. But, and thank goodness, because it's like, if this was fictional, I could have seen some bullshit thrown in the mix where they would have probably tried to hook Taraji up with darn on the man, and the wife becoming straight. Like, I'm glad that this was actually based off of real life events where that shit didn't happen, because it's like, not every situation like this needs to have an interracial this. Like, it could just be a friendship of sorts, a general association, a camaraderie. It don't have to be no full-on relationship. So this was actually an excellent movie. And like I said, Taraji P. Henson did that shit. Honey, she did that. Come on through damn water, bitch. But that's it, y'all. A little bit of TV review. Have-nots. I guess that'll be off for 3 months. Although, I don't know. Yeah, they already filmed up to this year, so that'll be coming back. Wait a minute. Ain't Trying to Get Away with Murder coming back, too? Wait a minute. Did the season already end? Like, wait a minute. I need to check on How to Get Away with Murder, bitch. I don't recall, because last time I checked, oh my God, did the series already end? I need to go revisit darn on How to Get Away with Murder. Because I remember, last thing I remember is Viola Davis' character, Annalise Keaton. She went through it faking her death, and they were speaking at her funeral and everything. And then the boy, and I don't know his name, but the one that died earlier, he's at the damn funeral. Like, I'm like, is she dreaming or what the hell? And that's the last I remember of How to Get Away with Murder. Like, I need, bitch, you can't darn go leave off and this is supposed to be the series. I need it to be fully tied up, especially since we ain't doing no revamp ever. Like, this shit must be coming back sometime. So I got to look into How to Get Away with Murder. But that's the last thing I remember in regards to Annalise Keaton. And then, let me see, at first they thought, Ernestine. I still call her Ernestine, honey. I don't know where my mind is at, but I can't even think of her. Tegan, that's what her name is on this show. But she will always be Miss Ernestine, honey, the badass motherfucking mulatto from Underground who was wreaking motherfucking hat. And she was another one that turned the white man out. Darn old white man was killing all the black people on the show, played by Christopher Maloney, that used to be on Law and Order SVU. He done went from darn on trying to chase her daughter down, Rosalie, to darn on trying to get in Ernestine pants, bitch, by the end of it. Almost blew his brains out and everything. Honey, Ernestine held the gun. Honey, you should have darn gonna let him blow his mind. But then again, it's like, honey, you in Georgia. You a runaway darn on mulatto. Second thought, yeah, it might be best if you keep this one alive, because he's the baddest darn on person of the hunt. There ain't nobody gonna fuck with you. Second thought, when I thought about that, I said, yeah, it was glad that she kept him alive. Honey, I wish they bring her Underground back. Like, come on now. John Legend, you can't darn on contact Hulu. I'm sure Amira Vaughn would reprise the role. I know she got a lot of things going on. Well, actually, not that much, because we don't know what her character is, because she's everywhere. She's playing Tegan on How to Get Away with Murder, but that's already ended. Then I don't know what other, films that she's doing and stuff, because, she's also a trained theater actor. But she's also playing Parker, who is, she's playing this lobbyist called Parker on Queen Sugar, who's supposed to be Darlene's first cousin. That's the actress' real name. For whatever reason, I can't think of the actual names of the characters on the show, but I know their names in real life. So the actress who plays Darlene, she gets to see her first cousin at the end. And turns out, honey, darn gone, the auntie done had a baby with the white man. Honey, I can't wait till that darn old shit come out, honey. The white man that is the direct slave owner to their family. Because it turns out that the white people that they always had trouble with on the show, once again, I'm having heavy brain fog today, probably because I'm thinking about all these shows off the top of my head. And it's been a minute since all of them been on, so that's why I can't think of the names of the families. But yeah, matter of fact, let me Google search. Once again, we got time. I don't know why I can't think of the white family on who was the white family on Queen Sugar?
Queen Sugar focuses on the three Woodlawn siblings, Nova, Charlie, and Ralph Angel. Their late father, Ernest, left them a sugarcane farm in St.
See, that did not answer my question. I said who was the motherfucking white family, not the black family on Queen Sugar. Who was the one that owned their family? Like, I'm trying to think, like, what was the name? God damn it, why can't I think of their motherfucking names? It's the Borderlines. And then it's like the family got two different darn the white side got two different darn names. And it's like the sister and the brother. The sister was working with, Darla is played by Bianca Lawson. Why can't I think of her darn Charlie? That's her name. Charlie was actually working with the white darn woman for a minute. Turned out the white woman was darn crooked to a certain extent. But honey, and then turned around and started working back with the brother. And then the brother was the most ruthless out of all of them all along. Then the brother done hooked up with darn Aunt Vi. That's her name, Aunt Vi. Aunt Vi and done had a baby. And the baby, honey, played by Miraval Parker on the show, done came in and done made things worse because at first they thought it was going to be a prison built on their land. And then, of course, with it being a slave built, like, honey, you ain't about to darn, we done went from being slaves to darn being proud farm owners. You Raphael done went from being a prison inmate to now owning 300 acres by himself after the father said, you know what, these two daughters, they always want to be owned by their business. I want to give it to the darn son. At first, the original will had all three of them owning the land. But then Raphael done found that other darn will, and he turns out he owns all of it. Now, he conveniently finds that shit after darn Charlie put the money in because she's the one that's the most well off because she was married to the basketball player. And she was darn bankrolling a lot of the shit. Had the sugar cane darn burnt down, found her darn Mexican side piece. Mexican side piece done found out some shit about her in her past life, done left her. And now they done found out that the mother, who they thought was cremated, is actually buried on the damn land that they saved from being turned into a prison complex, only for it to be turned into a whole highway. So instead of having to worry about this prison complex on your land and still having the town, honey, they trying to create a highway that would destroy the whole motherfucking town. So the shit done went from bad to worse. Under the sister who they was originally working with to stop the prison, honey, the sister didn't even know this damn shit. The sister act like she didn't know. She was acting like she was working with Charlie to stop the prison, but she was secretly for the prison. But unbeknownst to the sister didn't even know about the motherfucking highway, bitch. Honey, family cutthroat motherfucking family. The white bitch was so content with double crossing Charlie to get the motherfucking prison that she didn't know that her own brother behind her back was working with the daughter, played by Parker, to get a whole highway set through. And now the sister gone to jail, honey, cause sister got on the they were secretly recorded her. Charlie and Raphael got recorders of her and everything. Honey, she off the jail for a moment. But yeah, I can't wait till Queen Sugar comes back. The Queen Sugar is my motherfucking shit, as y'all can tell. So we got Queen Sugar. But hell, all of that's after the Corona. Because all this shit, I don't know when this coming back. I think that's in the fall. Along with, I think it'd be 3 months, so summertime. Because it's the mid-season finale of, of the have and have not. So that'll probably be back in the next summertime. But the next week or so, we possibly probably seeing Viola Davis show, How to Get Away with Murder. So as y'all can tell, I look at a lot of shit, and we now have time to look at it. So How to Get Away with Murder. I'm looking forward to my Queen Sugar. I haven't looked at the other shows on there. I haven't gotten a chance to look at the Oval and Sisters and all that with, BET, because I got all this shit that I'm gonna look at. And then, like I said, I done accidentally got charged again for this motherfucking Showtime, thanks to doggone, not Parker, Miraval, but Miss Nikki Parker, Miss doggone Monique Honey. So Monique and her friends done caused me to come out $18. So I probably would doggone watch them again to get my motherfucking money's worth, along with a couple other shows. Just seen doggone Kiki for the first time in a minute. That was actually a damn good movie, Pimp, where she played a doggone hardcore butch honey, where she was doggone raised since the age of 10 years old to know how to sell the doggone white girls honey. Although the daddy was using black girls, she came up and started, selling white girls left and right, was in a relationship with the white girl. Now, fucked up that they took the black sister to destroy the enterprise. She doggone saw that hot piece of black ass up in the club, and that done fucked her up literally. She done went out like, Cleo! Honey, but I let y'all watch the movie on Showtime to see what I mean. And it was very short. It was an hour and 20 minutes. I think they could have stretched out a little bit longer. But, honey, that was an hour and 20 minutes where it was entertaining all the way throughout, honey. Darn Kiki. Damn, Kiki darn went out, honey. I thought the white girl was going to survive. Where she was, honey, they killed both of them. Everybody died. There wasn't no survivors. Except for that trifling black bitch. I said, God damn it. Honey, they should have extended the extra 10 minutes just for them to darn knock her ass off, too. I ain't like that shit. Killed the boys off and everybody died. The only ones that didn't die was them darn two girls in the beginning that had the baby. Like, God damn. Honey, but Kiki and them did that with that little hour and 20-minute movie. So I'm binge watching everything, as y'all can tell. So that's it, y'all. Let me go ahead and get back to my binge watching since I don't got nothing else to do in this time being. Until I go to the store tomorrow and then work on what my future is going to be like amidst this coronavirus. I keep y'all updated, but y'all tell me what y'all doing during this coronavirus. What y'all watching? Sorry, y'all. Had a little bit of Doritos crumbs on my lips. But anyways, y'all tell me what y'all watching, what y'all doing, how y'all holding up during this virus. I'm trying to keep myself optimistic. Try to keep myself positive because I ain't trying to induce no stress because once again, we finally doing good here. Another bad news is, y'all know I'm going to have to hold off on my order. My shit ends, I only got about a 5-day supply left of my darn Vitalize. But now they done threw my schedule off because I'm supposed to be ordering some more right about now. And I don't want to order the $99 pack because it's like for $200, I can go ahead and get a 3-month supply. So, look like I'm going to be out of sync for a moment on the Vitalize schedule. But when I do reorder, I can start the challenge all over again since I have 3 months supply all up front. I don't have to worry about no gaps. But obviously, due to this financial crisis, I damn sure ain't about to just splurge $200 on hair care. I mean, I'm already a bald-headed skittle-diddle in the middle. I can last a couple more months. For the 3 weeks right now, it did give me a little something. I just have to deal with, I've been dealing with it all this time. I can hold off a couple weeks until I can put my next order in. So, that's where I'm at on the Vitalize purchase. Then I got to play with this Juvia's Place makeup. So, I got a lot of free time to do some stuff. Y'all tell me what y'all doing in y'all free time. So, that's it. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see y'all soon with more videos. I'm going to go ahead and wait 18 more seconds to end this off at an even 40-minute mark.